Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing Highway Blossoms. I keep saying again, but that's so stupid, whatever. Yeah, so we left off over here, hopefully nothing NSFW, because if it is, then we're screwed, you know what I mean? Okay, because then I have to actually edit it, which would take me a while, and plus I'm going to go away for 3 days, so this is probably one of my last recordings. I'm probably going to schedule the update, you know what I mean? Okay, whatever. Sleeping on it is supposed to help you with tough decisions or with big changes, but that's hard when you can't pass out in the first place. Thoughts of Marina and of Gramps and of changing things, of staying the same, all brewed together to keep me awake just like the coffees just now. When I got up this morning, the first thing I felt was surprised that I managed to fall asleep at all. In 3 hours I got up must have snuck up on me. I drained another cup of coffee, number 4, and the last one from this pot. I dump another few scoops off Brandon's coffee maker and start a new batch. I got to see the sunrise, which even when I usually see through out here in the middle of nowhere with no light pollution, the sky was vivid shards of jagged pink tearing into the blue. I nearly dozed off again, just watching. Maybe someday I'll get to watch it with Marina, someday when I wake up early again, if she manages to get her lazy ass out of bed. Lazy but cute. Yesterday's events replayed my mind and for my tenth time, and with they come the swirl of emotions that feel like a stomach and a high both at once. Things finally start to feel normal between us again. Kissing Marina at the Valley of Fire, her leaning into it, maybe wondering if I should stop, her not letting me. Sitting close on the couch, not asking any questions, not answering them either, wondering if I should. Ugh, it's too early for this shit. The familiar ping of the coffee maker tells me that I've been zoned out for a few minutes now. Shutting a fist into my eyes, I try to rub the sleepiness out. Movement from the back of the RV means that I must have woken up Marina. I can hear the sound of her bed creaking and the covers being thrown back. I feel a strange nervous elation as she appears in the hallway looking bedraggled.
Good morning.
She groans like a zombie and stumbles towards me.
Want some coffee?
Yeah. A stiff head nod. Smiling, I prepare a cup. It's only a half coffee. The other half is a boatload of sugar and creamer that's neither Gramps nor I would ever drink. I don't even know why we had it, but it's not expired. When she reaches me, Maria leans in, sort of falls, really crashing against my shoulder.
Hey, careful.
A bit of coffee slooshed out of my mug onto my hand. I don't mind. She could take a drink. She takes the drink and a couple small sips. Minor blister replaces her glazed expression.
Good?
Good.
There's hardly any coffee in it, you know.
Just the way I like it.
I wonder if she had a hard time falling asleep like I did, but I'm hesitant to ask. Afraid she'd say no. Afraid she said yes. So I just sit down and she takes a spot next to me. We both quietly sip our coffees as she rejoins the land of living. Once she finishes her coffee, she's alert enough for a
Sleep
conversation.
okay?
I figure that's safer than flat out asking.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
I like...
She travels on. Maybe I give her alertness too much credit.
I forgot what I was just saying.
I laugh and stand
Don't
up.
worry about it.
Marina mumbles something incoherent.
What was that?
She clears her throat.
Sorry, I asked if you slept alright.
Took me a while to fall asleep, but after that, yeah.
It's not strictly a lie. Eyes half closed, Maria smiles
Good.
thinly. I turn around so that she doesn't see how preoccupied I am or guess what's on my mind. Whatever it is I'm dealing with, it's not her problem. I don't want her to worry about me. The floor creaks as Marina stands up, but I don't want to face her.
So, where are we going today?
No idea. We have a few days before the show. Anything you want to see?
Whatever it is, I'll make the trip.
We're not very far from Las Vegas, right?
Not at all. It's just a couple hours.
Let's go there!
Finally, I meet her eyes again. The smile on her face is pure and earnest. I can't help but
Sure, that sounds like fun.
And she hugs me. Her warm fingers press against mine. She smells like my shampoo. I wrap my hands around her and hold her close. Just for a second, everything feels right, like it's gonna all work out. and I realize how badly I want to. I squeeze tight and then pull away.
What was that for?
Just felt like it.
Worry creases her face.
Should I not?
Nah, you definitely should. Go get dressed and I'll get us on the road. You cool with waiting to eat until we get there?
Yeah.
Cool. There are a million buffets and exotic restaurants there, so we can find something good.
I like Las Vegas already.
Torque.
I gently push her towards back to go get ready. She sticks out her tongue out over her shoulders as she goes. Watching, I rub my temple before climbing to the front seat. I'm looking forward to this, and I know Marina is too. This is why I feel like I'm doing something wrong. For a long while, I just press my whole heart against the steering wheel, not thinking much of the sound of Marina approaching footsteps makes me sit, and I put on a smile, and she hops into front. I'm to her
Ready?
spot.
Yep.
Here we go then.
And we head out towards the highway. Nice. Las Vegas appears on the horizon far before we actually reach it. Cluster of generic skyscrapers are interspersed with the world-famous casinos, which come into many shapes and sizes. Some are indistinguishable. I'm sorry. Some are indistinguishable from tall banks and offices around them, except for gaudy logos and signs. Others are constructed to look like pyramid or a Roman palace or a medieval castle. There is distinct clash where some of the buildings are striking and clean looking, as if they had been completed yesterday. But then beside me there is a sad looking place with faded paint signs that aren't supposed to be flickering. As we entered the city limits, we're supposedly surrounded by a noise of traffic and smell of exhaust. Exiting the highway is like crossing the boundary to another world. Marina drinks it all.
Oh, what's that one? The super tall one.
She points towards the windshield, even though it's impossible to follow her figure. I know which one she's talking about.
That's the Stratosphere. I think it's one of the tallest buildings in the country.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
We're still miles out, but she already seems to infatuated with the city. Her eyes are wide, and so are her mouth.
It's even cooler up close.
I never knew cities could be this huge.
I keep forgetting when she's bound out to New Mexico. Sure, there's a couple decent sized cities there, but there's nothing impressive. Nothing this impressive. I'm excited for this experience all the time for the first time.
Honestly, Las Vegas is kind of on the small side. At least compared to places like New York or Chicago.
Seriously? That's insane. I can't imagine that many people in one place.
What about your house?
She giggles.
That's pretty close.
She reminds me of a puppy straining against his leash as she wished me between looking out the windshield and out the passenger side window. To me, the part of the city that we look like any other downtown area, so I'm not impressed. Once we get to the strip where all really famous casinos are located, it'll be different. But first, I have another destination in mind.
So, Mare,
Yeah?
ever heard of the World Carnival Buffet? At the Rio?
I don't think so. Should I?
Well, if you like food, it's pretty much the greatest place on earth. They have, like, everything imaginable to eat. And lots of stuff that you can't imagine either.
They have like everything imaginable. Oh yeah, whatever. Sorry. Some of our eyes even get wider.
I want to try it all.
Pretty sure you'll change your mind when you see some of it. But that's the spirit.
Sounds like a baby in a candy store.
Are we going there now?
Hell yeah, we are. I'm starving.
Me too.
I should grasp my free hand, the one that isn't steering the wheel. My heart leaps to my throat. Since we're at the red light, I catch her eye and she smiles. Her face is a little red. I smile back, but then face forward. Our hands hang limply beside her seat. It isn't long before our palms are moist with sweat. I don't even know whose. Her hand is so soft, like she treats it with lotion or something, but I don't know that's not the case. Smooth like a baby's. It makes me a little self-conscious of my chewed fingernails and chronically dry skin. Worried that I'm gonna gross her and she'll pull away or something.
Is this okay?
Huh?
Maybe I'm getting a little too distracted.
Is what?
She raises our linked hands.
This. You just seemed kinda... Like, I mean, I can not if you...
No! No, it's fine. Seriously.
I'm talking louder than I need to flush her as I try to pedal back. She doesn't even look convinced.
Okay, sorry, I'm still... You know, not really.
It's fine. You're fine, really. I'm the one who should be sorry. I'm not usually this weird in a relationship.
Now she looks almost offended. Crap.
Not like that. I just mean...
A blaring horn from behind me. That's I'm sitting stopped at the green light. The middle of the traffic isn't the best place for this conversation. Breathing deeply as we pull ahead, I try to collect my thoughts.
Sorry, again. I just have a lot on my mind. Because I like you. I really do. You know that really freaking well by now.
She smiles, though she's looking down and our hands are still together. And this is such an awkward time and place to be talking about this.
So it's my bad if I'm being weird or whatever. But being with a girl I met on the side of the road is a new one. Even for me, you know?
Finally, she laughs.
Yeah, I guess it's a little weird.
I feel like I still hear a slight quiver in her voice, but I imagining it. So I squeeze her hand tightly. Immediately, she squeezes back. Only I hear a vague idea of the direction I need to be driving. Fortunately, it isn't too long until Rio comes into view, looming large a few miles away. We pull into the parking lot near the back, where the only open spaces are left. It's pleasantly warm outside. I've heard stories of people's shoes melting on the asphalt during summer, but for now the weather's perfect. As we cross through the parking lot towards Casino Marina takes my hand yet again. I can feel my heart accelerate, but I squeeze her fingers all the same. The first few steps are sensory overload. A million different sounds and a billion different lights all pour from the sea of slot machines. Even at lunchtime on Thursday, the majority are occupied. We both take a seat, frozen in place, and try to process it all. This isn't the first time in a casino, but I'm overwhelmed just like Marina is. I can see the reflection of game in her eyes, like a cartoon character thinking of money.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Is this one of the most popular casinos?
Not even close. Like, it's big, but it's not the biggest.
Whoa.
I took her forward.
Come on, we'll have tons of time to gawk with food in our stomachs.
The mention of food steadies your step. Giant overhead signs direct the way to the buffet. They must be visible from any part of the building. If this is famous for something besides the food, I don't know what it is. We can smell it before we can see it, even despite the stench of cigarettes and BO. They are really strong here. It doesn't smell like any particular food item, but rather lots and lots of them. Guided by our stomachs, we half run towards the buffet. The line is to get in is small since we got here so early. Marina hops up and down trying to peek over the head of the bald guy in front of us.
Can you see anything?
Barely. It looks like it goes on forever.
Good.
I practically throw my card at the attendant. It reminds me of paying to enter an amusement park. I'm just as excited. We're letting through small gate into heaven. Haha. Rows upon rows of stations form a small maze in the massive room. Deepens a full of food, fried, grilled, or baked, or roasted, filling near every inch of space in each station. Marina and I grab plates from tall stacks nearby.
Meet you in the dining room?
She nods, already distracted, and heads straight for the desserts. I load my plate with slices of prime rib, 2 rolls, and a scoop of mashed potatoes. I pour gravy over them, letting it run down and soak within everything else. Sounds delicious at the time right now. For a good measure, I also throw a pair of chicken wings from a nearby basket. They're so fresh I can see the steam coming off them. I'm gonna need a second plate. I grab one off another pan and toss a small piece of salmon, some pot stickers from the Asian section, and a large spoonful of some of the casserole. I can even guess what it is, but it looks good. Everything looks good. Solely because I can't fit more food on my plate to the dining area and pick a seat where Mariana will be able to find me easily. Sure enough, she emerges just a minute later, carrying 2 plates like I did.
You weren't kidding about trying everything.
Instead of a big portion of a few things, Marina got 1 or 2 bites of a small dozen dishes. Roughly half of them were cakes or sweets.
When in Rome, you know?
I slice off a bite of steak and close my eyes in ecstasy while I chew its divine holy cow. Barely balancing her play, she slides in and seat beside me. Marina bumps against my shoulder as she gets situated. I almost send a forkful of potatoes into her lap.
Oops, my bad.
In relation, I spear a bite of chicken from her plate, swimming in some Asian sauce.
No fear!
It's double fair.
That doesn't even make sense.
After all, she finally gets to take her first bite, and she melts just like me. Her eyes roll back into her head while she chews.
I don't even remember what this is, but it's amazing.
She scoops up another forkful of what it looks like some carton barbecue brisket and holds it towards me.
Try it.
I open my mouth and she guides a fork into it. I pull back to chew. It's got a nice smoky flavor.
That is good.
Right? I almost want to go get a whole plate of just that.
Then she tries the baked chicken that has next to it.
Never mind. This is even better.
There's a distinct lack of vegetables on her plate, of course, but she seems to enjoy everything that she's got. Every bite results in a statement that has the best thing so far.
Did you get any of this?
I gesture towards a sliced steak that I almost finished.
Okay, open up.
She dully opens her mouth while I cut a bite for her. It's the best part right near the edge for where all the flavor is. It's a little awkward to be feeding her like this, but no one pays attention to us. When she smells, she sits still. Very slowly, she opens her eyes again.
That was literally the best thing I've ever eaten.
You've said that like 20 times so far.
I mean it this time. That was illegally good.
Now that doesn't make any sense.
It makes double sense.
We laugh.
Gramps always used to say that the best place to get a steak was at buffets like this. Not because they're always better, but because you can just go up and get slice after slice. Although, he's the only person I've met who could eat more than one.
Mary chuckles with me, but nervous sounding.
I used to tease him for it. No one should be able to eat that much meat. He would always complain about him being too done. He cooked his own steaks to be kind of medium rare, closer to rare.
Gross.
Don't tell me you eat yours well done. Marina, I don't know if we can still be together.
Haha, she looks pained.
I'm just kidding, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But it doesn't sound like it. I shut up. It's probably not a good idea to talk about Grimes so much either. Our plates are mostly empty. I look back to the serving area.
Round two?
She thinks about it, then shakes her head.
I think I'd explode if I ate much more.
Yeah, same.
The soft fluffer against my cheek as Marina leans over and kisses it.
Thank you for bringing me.
Yeah, no problem.
I gently examine the hard plastic bench I'm sitting on. To long passes by before I talk again.
So are you ready to go?
Oh, sure.
I can tell how edged she is again. Good going, Amber. Nice. I launch to my
Just
feet.
leave the dishes on the table. Someone will come by and clean them up.
I have no idea if that's true. I start to leave, expecting Marina to follow.
Amber,
But it turns out she's still processing of getting
wait
up.
for me.
First, she's brushed her face with a napkin, then drains a glass of orange juice she was drinking. Then she scoots over to the booth, hurries towards me.
Are you alright?
Yeah, sorry. Just felt kind of nauseous for a second. Probably ate too much.
Oh,
I doubt she's buying it. From the corner of my eyes, he reaches towards my hand, then she seems to think better of it and leaves her fall back to her side. I grab it myself as I lead the way out of the casino. And let's end it here, because no, why not, right? Okay. And also, I gotta go. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a dislike. It doesn't help any of us. And, yeah, have a good day, Big Gay.